Need to renew your Indian passport while living in the US? Don't worry, I'll walk you through the entire process step by step, including the forms, fees, and documents you need. Let's get started. First, find out which Indian consulate has jurisdiction over your US. Go to VFS Global's website and choose your state to see which consulate you should apply to. This is important because every consulate has slightly different instructions and addresses. There are 6 consulates general of India across the United States: Seattle, San Francisco, Houston, Chicago, Atlanta, and New York, with the main Indian embassy located in Washington, D.C. Indians residing in California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, Hawaii, and the Territory of Guam should send their application package to the Consulate General in San Francisco. Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Alaska to the Consulate General in Seattle. Colorado, New Mexico, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana to the Consulate General in Houston. Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands to the Consulate General in Atlanta. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, and Missouri to the Consulate General in Chicago. Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine to the Consulate General in New York. Kentucky, North Carolina, West Virginia, and Virginia, Washington, D.C., Maryland, Delaware, and Bermuda to the Embassy in Washington, D.C. Let's start with Step 1. To renew your Indian passport, start by searching for the Indian consulate website that serves your jurisdiction. Once you're on the site, navigate to the General Passport Information section and click on the link to the VFS Global website. In this video, we'll walk you through the application process for submitting your passport renewal by mail. Click on Step 1 and choose USA from the list of countries. Then, register to apply for your passport. Select your respective consulate, fill out the registration form, and submit it. You'll receive an activation email. Open it and click on the link to activate your account. Once activated, click on User Login, enter your login details, and proceed. On the next screen, choose Apply for Ordinary Passport to begin the renewal process. You'll now need to complete a 9-page application form. Select Reissue of Passport and then choose the reason for reissue. If you're requesting changes in your new passport, select the appropriate options. For most renewals, select Due to Expire as your reason. If you need urgent processing, select Tatkal. You'll need to pay an additional fee for this service. Finally, choose whether you want a 36 or 60-page passport booklet. Continue by entering the applicant's personal details, followed by family details. Next, fill in both your Indian and US addresses and respond appropriately to any alerts that pop up. Provide your emergency contact details in the US. Next, enter details about your previous passport and answer truthfully about any criminal record in India or the US. You will then see a preview of your passport details. This is how they'll appear on the final passport. Carefully review the information. If something needs correction, use the back button to make edits. And finally, review your application. Again, use the back button to make any changes and then scroll to the bottom of the page and fill in the place, city and state in the US, from where you're submitting the form, then click Submit. In Step 2, we will collect all the required documents. Click the link and select Reissuance of Passport, then navigate to Passport Fees and Documents Required. The table outlines the fees for both passport renewal and for cases where the passport is lost or damaged. The first column lists the mandatory documents for adults, and the second column is for minors. Each section includes requirements for regular, lost, or damaged passports. In this video, we'll focus on the list for regular passport applications. Start by filling out the top section. Enter your US mobile number. The first mandatory document is the application you completed in Step 1. Print out the form, affix a passport-size photo on page 1, and sign on page 1 and page 4. Fill out the top panel. You will need 2 passport-size photos. Click the provided link to check the official photo specifications. The acceptable photos are 2 by 2 inches in size with a clear white background. Make sure there is no glare, no face covering, or a washed-out picture. Do not put anything in the background. Affix one photo on the application form and the other on the change of appearance form. Send your original passport along with photocopies of all relevant pages. The change of appearance form must be notarized. Click on the link to download the affidavit template. If there is no change in your appearance, select the option Has Not. Affix one photo here and sign in the box provided. Fill out Annexure E, which is the declaration form. Make sure to sign it. Submit a notarized copy of your legal status in the US. Fill out the top panel. Provide proof of your current US address. The most commonly accepted documents are a driver's license or state-issued ID. You may also submit a notarized copy of a utility bill, lease, or mortgage agreement that lists your current address. Step 3 will walk you through the payment procedure, which we will cover in the next section. Fill out the top panel. Provide any additional documents relevant to your case, such as a name change after marriage. A notarized affidavit for name change will be required. Click on the link to download the affidavit template. Now provide proof of your Indian address using any valid document that lists the address. Self-attest the document by writing true copy of original, signing and dating it. Be careful not to write over any important information. If there has been a change in your parents' names, or if you've published a name change in the newspaper, include those documents as well. Include any relevant court orders, birth certificates, or proof of Indian address. Include self-attested documents showing your date of birth change. Be sure to sign the checklist and include a signed copy in your final package. Fill out the top panel. Here are some common mistakes people make that may delay the process: providing incorrect names or mismatched details across documents, forgetting to sign the required forms, printing on both sides of the paper. Only single-sided prints are accepted. Submitting handwritten documents is not accepted. If your application is missing any documents, you will have only 21 days to submit the missing items. Failure to do so means you will need to restart the process entirely. The third step is to pay the fees. Click on the link next to Step 3. Complete the registration form and then log in. On the next screen, click on Create New Application. Choose your center and select Re-issuance of Passport from the application category. Then choose Passport Going to Expire and select whether you want a 5-year or 10-year validity. It is highly recommended to use online payment via debit or credit card if you plan to use VFS courier services. Next, click on Add Customer. Enter the reference number from the application form you completed in Step 1. Fill out the rest of the form. Select whether you prefer a normal size passport or a jumbo size one. Choose the VFS provided FedEx courier service. Click on Additional Services and uncheck SMS and photo services unless you want SMS updates. Only select photo services if you are applying on-site. Based on your selections, including whether you've chosen Tatkal Seva, Your final fees will be displayed. Click Continue and validate your mailing address on the next screen. Accept the terms and conditions and confirm the application. In the next screen, make the payment using your credit or debit card. Once payment is confirmed, your FedEx label will then be generated. Print out the FedEx label and the receipt. Also, print the email receipt. Before we post the application, let's go over the mandatory checklist. First is the application form, then 2 passport-size photos. You also need to send your original Indian passport and photocopies of its informational pages, notarized copy of Affidavit of Change of Appearance, Annexure E, proof of your legal immigration status in the US, proof of your address in the US, printout of your fee receipt, signed copy of the checklist and email confirmation of the application. Don't forget to add any supporting documents related to your case. The final step is to post the application and supporting documents. Use only FedEx envelope. If you use any other envelope, then an extra fee will be charged. Glue or firmly tape the FedEx label to your package and drop it off at a designated FedEx location. Keep track of your passport renewal using the VFS tracking tool. You can also check the status on the Passport Seva portal. Once processed, your new passport and original documents will be shipped back to you. Easy. If you need your passport urgently, VFS offers Tatkal, service for faster processing at an additional cost. I hope this video made your passport renewal journey simple and stress-free. If you have questions, drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to help. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might need it. See you next time with more helpful step-by-step guides.